In this section, we will be using the bar column chart where we have got different options of different cities, and then this is the sale for different year for 2019 and 2020, and we just want to compare the sales for different months across from January to December 2020. Okay. And then this is a hypothetical data, so we have kept 2019 and 2020, and then we just want to compare what is happening with all the cities. Okay, so we have got different cities of Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, and Chennai, and then we will be working on this data. Okay, so this is the thing that we will be making up, and let's see, start working with that and see how it is made. The positive changes in respect to previous year, and the negative changes that will be displayed here. Okay, so we have the data here for Delhi, and then for year 2019, then we have got 4 months, and then I've created random data. Then we have created a random data between 300 to 1000. Okay, so the maximum minimum numbers can be 300, and the maximum can be 4000. I'm not fixing this numbers as if we want to see how the changes keep on making. To do the charts, we need two different sheets. So this is, we can name it as data sheet. Then we can have one more sheet that will say as supporting. Let's say we have the chart sheet, and we'll do the supporting work here itself. Okay, so no need to. This is just for your understanding that the maximum and the number will be there. So first we need to have this group of the cities. So we just copy that all the cities and paste it here as the values, and then we will remove duplicates, and it will be current selection only removed. For we have got Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, and Kolkata. Then we have got January to, say, let's copy from January to December. Let's put it here, and then we have got the year as 2019 and 2020. So this is just an hypothetical data, and you know that how we create the data. So basically, it's the using the function of rand between. So these are the three indexes that we have. Okay. Now in the chart sheet, let's make it a little proper. Okay, so what we'll do is to remove the grid line. Okay, and then we will go to developer option, insert the form control, and then we have got the form control related to different cities. Okay, so we have got checkbox, and then it will be Delhi. Resize it. Then we will just copy and paste. Copy this, paste it. We have got 4 different cities, so we will be requiring 4 different. So we can have, let's see the sequence. We have Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, and Kolkata. So let's make it Delhi. Then we have got Mumbai. Then we have got Chennai, and then we have got as Kolkata. So we can just select all of them and go to shape format and align it to center. Sorry, align it to middle and distribute horizontally. Now this is aligned one. Okay. Now we have to go for form control. Okay, and we have to make it a form control. Cell link will be on our data sheet next to the sheet that we have selected, and press OK. Similarly, we have to do it for Mumbai, and then we have to select Mumbai next to Mumbai. For Chennai, go and select the data next to Chennai, and then for Kolkata, we have control and select the link and select next to Kolkata. So whenever we check this, it will become a true function here. Okay. So let's start our work. So we have got this month, and then this place. Let's prepare our data first before we go and enter into the calculations. So we have got this one as month, this one data for 2019, and then data for 2000. Now we have to use the function of if. So if this is true, then we will be doing the sum if functions. So sum ifs. So we have to go for the cells criteria, calculate the sum of the cells. So let's freeze that. And then we have to give the criteria range. So criteria range first is the city. So we'll freeze it as city, and then it will match with criteria range this one. Okay, and let's freeze it. Then criteria range for the month of January. Then for the year. So for the year we have got 2019. Check it. And if this is not true, then give us a blank. Let it be 0 because we'll be working on the numbers itself. So we just need to drag it down. Okay, so there are values coming up. Work because we have not done our work complete. So we just clear our data content. So if we have got this Mumbai, Chennai and Kolkata all ticked up, so we'll getting only for the Delhi one. And if this we are unchecking the Delhi one, it will become false and it will be giving us the value of 0. So we need it to copy this and add all this data. So you can do it yourself. I'm just copying it. So we need to add plus, and then we will be adding this entire, just copy paste it. So Control B. Now we have to change this one. That is, it will be moving to the second option. Okay. So it will be I C, and then we will be changing the other part, that is of your criteria range X3. So if we hit enter here, we'll get the data relay because Mumbai is true. So similarly, we can just copy paste this entire data and make the changes here to I4 and this one as H4. Then we have got I5 and H5. Just copy paste this, and then we can just copy this data, this entire formula, and paste it here, and then we can drag it down, and then we can use the function find replace for replacing 2019 wherever it is in data to 2020. So all the data has been replaced, so we have got this data of 2020. Now we need, this is the data. Okay, so let's put some colors here so that it will be easy for us to identify that they are heading. So we need a formula for max left and max right. So it will be max of this number, and this will be also the same. This will be this one itself. So we got that max right and the max. These are all supporting, and we will be using this all the functions. And then we need the error band that will be calculated. So let's have the up error band, and then we have the down error. So let's paste it so that it will take care of some course. And now we will be using the function here of if. So if the value of 2020 is greater than value of 2019, then it will be this minus this, else it will be giving the NA. And we'll just remove that and just copy paste this data in the error down band. So it will be less than, and it will be m2 minus m2. So we can just the all the details. Now more or less our data are ready. Okay, now let's start and working on our chart. So we will select all this to max right data and then insert a column chart, okay, a 2D column chart. Let's make a little bigger so that we can easily work on that. And as since we have calculated earlier, our maximum length will be around 4000. So let's make it as 4000. If all the data are selected, maximum can be 4000. Now we have got 2019 max left and then max right. So we want that left, maximum left towards the maximum left and then maximum right. Okay, so we need to rearrange the data. Okay, so we go to select data and put the maximum length and move it forward. Okay, so now we have got the maximum length left, then we have got now 2019, then 2020, and then maximum right. So I'll select the maximum length here. Okay, and right click on that, and we have to add the error band and let it be more option. Okay, so that we can see the options and do the work directly. Okay, so we will go to this data, put it as minus no cap, and then we will custom values. Now this values, specific values, this positive will be left on and negative will be selecting negative from this data. Okay, so wherever is there is NA, it will not show any data, or else it will keep on showing the data. Okay, so similarly we can go to this the right one, and then error band, go to more option, okay, minus no cap, and then custom specific values. Positive will be no values, negative will be taken from, and now what we can do is select the this one, make it as second, we'll make it secondary axis a little later. Let's make it no fill, no border. Similarly for this one also, no fill, no border. Now we'll hold the right one border, okay, and go into and increase the size a little bit. So let's make it 1.5. It will be looking a little better. And as since it is for the right one, max right, and we'll make it red, and arrow type, pending arrow type, and then we will selecting the this right one, right arrow point, okay, increasing to 1.5, beginning arrow type is this, and make the color green. So we have got this changes. So if it is this 2020 is going less comparative to 2019, it will be giving us the right one. Now we have to select this error band, select this right one, make it a secondary axis. This is 25 and gap within 75. hold this one and make it 25 and 75, and the same will be applicable on this also. And then we have to hold the right one. Let's select this data if it is not getting there. So we have to select as max left one and make it a secondary axis. Similarly, we'll select the right, max right, and also make it a secondary axis. So secondary axis, we have to rearrange that and make it as 4000. So now all this data are set. Now we can, now we need to have the data label on that. So for data label, we need to work on some. So we have got the up data label and we have down data label. So to calculate, we know that hash n is an error. Okay, so we will this value will check if this is error. Okay, so we will be checking this error. That is, this is the error. Then give us a blank, or else we need to have this value. Okay. Now for this value, what we will be requiring, we will be using the positive side. So we'll be using the text function. We'll be using and na. So this, so we need to add positive because it will be a positive sign on the development on the side. And let's ampersand and let's is true, then it will be backspace, then it will be positive and 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 then we will be using the text function of the value. Okay. So value will be this divided by comparative to 2019, and the value will be in percentage. So we got this one. Okay. So all we need is to copy this data, put it here. In case of Q, it will be R, okay, and in case of it will be negative. Enter, and then we'll get this plate. Now let's put the values here. Okay, so we will select this bar. Okay, so we'll select this one. Select all the cities. So with the green bar, right click on this. Yes, right click, add data label. Okay, add data label, and in the data label we have got this data label, and this data label will go and edit it. Will not take the values from the cell, so it will be on the positive side. So we'll take then just click OK. So we have got this as positive on the positive sign. Okay. Let's make it green in color and press make it bold. So you can similarly select the on the left hand side one, okay, and then data label, add data label, and then we can select this data label. Okay, we do not want the values, we want the values from the cell. Okay, I made some mistake. This will be this one. Now I'll select this one and go to add data label, and then we'll select this, and we do not want the values that is there, but we want the values from the cell. So we'll get this. Then okay, I will get this one. So let's make it red in color because we have got red as showing that, and then we will make it bold. Now a little bit of twigging. Okay, we do not want this side access. We do not want max right, and then we do not want double click and remove it, just delete it. Okay, so we have got this chart title. We can make it year on year difference. Now what we can do is to just copy this chart, and we have made this one, and just paste it to space. Okay, and let's move a little up. So for we want to see for Kolkata, for Chennai, for Mumbai, or for Delhi. If none of them is selected, you'll go from data. This data is remain fixed; it will not change. That's an advantage here. We can also make it a dynamic, okay, but it is usually advisable to make it fixed. So this is how the keep on changing. Okay, so this is a dynamic chart just using the different cities. You want to check the different cities, or you can see want to see the sale for different unit and just select. So you can select using this selection option. We can have the multiple selection, but if you want for the option selection, it will be only one. Okay, so if you want to see the combination of 2 or 3 cities or all the 4 cities, okay, so we can have that.